One who loves you better than world invisible as it's so bright. Loneliness, I've opened my eyes, I and you all like fun. Still I can't get you out of my mind. Cause there's no one in the world to hold. No one in the world will move me. No one in the world will love me like you do, baby. Every time I'm with someone, loving you is one. I wanna run back to you all again. And no one in the world can act like you. Love again like you can act like you. I am free now in your life. Well, for me, I'm breaking my soul. Love me like you do. Please take me back. Please take me back. I'm gonna take on. But I'm happy. I'm not like you. I'll do whatever it takes. Like women say. I realize I knew you had my
For the radio, representing uptown and downtown with that original who they call the police. We don't have no time for player heads and imitators. Ain't bad represent full effect. We about to represent DJ Money Fresh on the board. Represent where you from. I'm the football, you the football, you the football, she the football, I'm the football, you the football, you the football, she the football, I'm the football, I the football, she the football, I'm the football, you the football, we the football, she the football, I'm the football, you the football, he the football, she the football, I'm the football, I say who they call the police. Downtown say who they call the police. Let me know say who they call the police. One more time say who they call the police. I'm too cold to be a hot boy. She's too cold to be a hot girl. I'm too cold to be a hot boy. She's too cold to be a hot girl. I'm the good girl, you the good girl, he the good girl, she the good girl. I'm the good girl, you the good girl, he the good girl, she the good girl. I'm the good girl, you the good girl, he the good girl, she the good girl. I'm the 17, you the 17, he the something, she been something. I've been uptown, you've been uptown, he been uptown, she been uptown, I've been uptown, uptown, uptown. When it comes down high.
T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, and A stands for bringing awareness, and that's exactly what we are doing. Somebody put me in B flat because I feel like I'm about to go there. Oh, I feel my hip coming up.
Good evening, y'all. Good evening. Let me take my Kima down, baby. 1 second. Let me take my Kima down. Good evening, y'all. Welcome to tonight's episode of the Majorette Tea. I am your host, Lady Jazz, where I bring you all the latest tea in the Majorette community. If you guys have not been following the story, there have stuff that happened over the weekend over in Charlotte, North Carolina. Stuff is still unveiling, but we're not coming to talk about that tonight. What we're coming to talk about is and I don't even know. I think the reason why this kind of bothers me a little bit is because I think people are so quick to forget. People are so quick to be forgetful, and I just kind of gotta serve the girls this evening to let them know a little bit of history, kind of refresh people's memories in case they've forgotten. So that's what I come to do. I come to serve notice on those that are looking. And I'm pretty sure because my sissy still follows, she's still on my Facebook. So my sissy that is a part of this organization is going to see this. But let me say this. Let me put this out there because I have a problem with people trying to make it about them, and it wasn't really even given that from the beginning. So I made a comment on my live yesterday, and I said it was in reference to Janie, but it was basically stating where J Heat got their start from, and the teams that branched off from J Heat. So it's pretty much what we've been dealing with in the Majorette community. Y'all know how, when we talk about in the parents, how parents will get mad at the coach for whatever reason and get upset at the coach, and then go decide the parent don't have no experience whatsoever in the dance community. They don't have no type of knowledge about what Majorette is. The first time that they were introduced to Majorette was by being on your team. So I feel like I have to really, really, really kind of give a little history lesson so the people will understand and know exactly, because evidently they've forgotten. So for those that do know and do remember, I started J.He Dancerettes out of Jacksonville, North Carolina. I actually had quit my job. And let me go back from when I was in high school. So let me start with my training. Okay. I was on a dance team in high school. Okay, so I do know what proper technique is. I do know what proper form is. I do know what proper placement is. I do know about formations and all of that. That's how I was able to put together J Heat. Okay, J Heat was founded in 2016 because J Heat did not have a Majorette dance team. J Heat Dancerettes was formed in the summer of 2016. I had several. When I first put the flyer out there, we were practicing outside, and we would have practice outside until we got our numbers up. We were practicing in parks. And when I say practice, okay, when I say practice meaning what, teacups? Practice meaning what? That means I am literally doing what? I'm coaching the girls. What were the girls coming to practice for? To be coached, to be trained, right? So we weren't just outside having a party. We wasn't over there twiddling our thumbs. We were outside actually learning what form was. We were outside learning what it means to have what it means to build your endurance up. We were learning about proper arm placements and what these mean, what blades mean, what teacups mean, what L's mean. That's what the girls were being trained. So I have a problem with people that try to make it seem as though they didn't get their start from where it was founded from. There was a foundation, okay? There was a foundation. Children on J Heat prior to me starting J Heat knew nothing about Majorette. They knew nothing about what Majorette was. The only thing that they saw was what they saw on Bring It. So when I decided to start J Heat in the summer of 2016, they knew nothing about having uniformity. They knew nothing about having formations. They did not know anything about proper discipline. So I'm asking the Majorette community, what is that called? When your coach, what do they call it, y'all? They call it training, right? Ain't that what it called? So it doesn't matter who you got trained after. It matters where you got your start from. Now, I can't say anything about anybody's child that came from another team that already had the fundamentals and already had the foundation. I can't say anything about that. But when you built a whole team from the ground up and you're training them, you're training the children. And you're training them what it's like to have certain technical skills on a team. There is a certain look. There is a certain posture. Am I right? I'm just trying to get some understanding here, because I feel like some people are so quick to forget. There was a comment that was made the other day on a live, and I specifically said what I said, and I meant what I said, and I stand on what I said. I said there would be no Diamonds of Jacksonville if it wasn't for J Heat. Now, I didn't say who they were currently being trained by. We know that Coach Jamar from Princeton Tigerettes went out there and did some training with them. We know that Coach Nardo went out there and trained them. We do know that Coach Scooter has gone out there and he has trained Diamonds of Jacksonville. We do know that there have been plenty of coaches that have went out there and did some training with this team. However, again, that team was started off of an argument from a parent not liking my direction. Once again, it's something that we always talk about on our lives. The reason why parents are so quick to quit and go start their own team, because they don't like what the coach says or does, instead of being adults and working it out and still maintaining. A lot of the parents go and start their teams off of anger. This we do know. And unfortunately, that situation was my situation. The parent did not like the direction that I gave them. So there was an argument that took place, and that parent decided to go and start their own dance team. So when that parent went to go start their own dance team, J Heat was still going on. Okay? J Heat was still being trained. J Heat was still doing performances, and J Heat was still doing praise. Even after we got into the argument, I was being asked and pleaded to let the child perform. Now, I'm trying to understand something. Please help me out here. Your child was trained to do a performance. Is that not being trained? How did that child learn the performance if they weren't being trained? How did that child know what 8s and 16s were if they weren't trained? Help me out here, Majorette community, because I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit perturbed. And then they want to throw up, oh, well, the captain at the time. Well, the captain wasn't always the captain. The captain had to work and show herself approved and show that she had leadership qualities to be able to lead the team. The captain was not automatically given a title or given a position on my team. As we know, training is, she had to be trained as well. Fortunately, she was talented enough to be able to teach, to be able to catch what was being taught to her. So when it came about, hey, Tanya, baby, when it came about for her to actually say, hey, coach, I learned something. Can I show you what I learned? I saw something on YouTube, and I want to show you how I retwisted it, because everything went through me as the director and as their head coach. So I said, sure, Jaden, let me see what you got. Mind you, the child was still in school. She was working her way through high school. She wanted to be a part of this dance team so bad because the dance team, she saw the passion that the girls had. She had saw the passion I had to teach them. Again, training. Those kids were not outside in the heat during the summertime looking at the doggone sky. They were being trained. So when your senior girl comes to you and says that she's showing you something, she wants to show that she has leadership qualities and that she's captain material, of course you're going to look at her. So Jaden had shown me a few things that she had taught herself. And I said, wow. I said, you're really taking this seriously. You really want this captain spot, don't you? She said, yes, coach, I do. I take it very seriously. So when she came to practice, she took on that leadership. She still respected me, but she took on that leadership skill as, okay, I'm going to step in and I'm going to help with putting a routine together. Now, she did not put the whole routine together because I actually taught them, each of the girls, from the senior girls to the minis to the juniors. I taught each of them their own parts. That's training. That's training. From their outfits that they were supposed to wear, we put that together. For the outfits that they were wearing for the parade, we put that together. They sat at my house. We're talking about Diamonds of Jacksonville because Diamonds of Jacksonville made a post and they said, let's be clear. So I'm clearing the air so everybody understands, because I sent her the message and I said, was this post directed towards me? Because I'm confused. She said, yes, it was. I said, well, we need to go ahead and get some clearing air because that's not true. That's not true. And the reason why I'm addressing it is because people are so forgetful and people are so quick to forget and try to be, I don't know what you call it, but don't downplay where y'all started from and where y'all got y'all foundation. Every single child got a foundation. Now, again, those kids that she has now on her team, no, I did not train. Them kids were not even thought of when Jay Heat was around. Them kids weren't on my team. I wasn't talking about her current girls. I was talking about the two ladies that are on her team. Her daughter and my niece, who happens to be on her team. So let me take it a step further. After me and my sissy had a disagreement, she went and started Divine Divas of Jacksonville. And she was doing that for a few years. When she had Divine Divas of Jacksonville, her and Diamonds of Jacksonville were having disagreements. Her girls was over there going back and forth with Sparkle's girls. It was beef because they always trying to prove a point. But both of the teams came from under the direction of Jay Heat. That is not how I taught them. That is not how I trained them. Even when Diamonds of Jacksonville went on their way and started their own team, there was still beef with Jay Heat. Long beef. Because the coach decided that she wanted to start their team off of drama instead of actually being an adult. So we're here today. So we're here today to clear the air. The air has been cleared. Diamonds of Jacksonville was started after Jay Heat. That's a fact. The reason why Diamonds of Jacksonville was started was because of a disagreement that me and the mother had. An argument. And because the mother was so disrespectful, I said out in public, in front of the parents, that your child is no longer a part of Jay Heat. When I said that, because I gave ample opportunity, I couldn't take the attitude no more. The child started screaming to the top of her lungs and saying, "Mommy, no." She wanted to be a part of Jay Heat. Everybody saw it. Their kids have a love. See, and that's why I said this goes back way when we talk about parents making it about them, this goes back as far as I can remember when I started Jay Heat. Parents don't know how to control their emotions. And so again, when you don't agree with the coach and you feel like you could do better than the coach, of course, ain't nobody gonna stop you from going to go start your own team. You can start your own team. Of course, have at it. I'm not stopping you. But the issue that I have here is when you try to make subliminal posts and try to discredit and act like, oh, your child wasn't trained, and then says that my old captain trained Jay Heat. No, ma'am. And let's be crystal clear. The captain did not even join when we first started J Heat. The captain had joined maybe a month and a half after she heard about us having a team. Let's be crystal clear. How I got her daughter and another young lady is because we all worked at the same call center together. And they heard I had a team and they brought their daughters out. So people are so quick to forget. And again, I wish them nothing but the best. They've been doing amazing. They've been getting trained by some of the best. They've been getting trained by some of the best in the industry. Jamar is 100% a badass coach. Scooter is phenomenal. Nardo is downright Jackson State bow. But I think that, like I said, when I made the comments on the live yesterday, it wasn't a dig. It was simply making it known that this is what training, we do train. If I wasn't training J Heat, why did I have a team in Denver for 4 years straight? I didn't start bringing out Coach LaKendrick until like the final year, maybe it's last 2 years. I had the team in Denver, but those babies was winning competitions before then. They were placing before then. So again, let's keep it crystal. Training, it is what it is. I don't like when people. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. This was my captain's mom in Denver. Thank you, Kim. The entire time. Don't discredit me. And that's what, and I got myself in my feelings about it, because when I started thinking about it, it's like, really? Like, it wasn't even a dig. It wasn't even a dig. When I said what I said, it wasn't no shade. It wasn't no malice. It wasn't malicious. It was stating facts. There would be no Diamonds of Jacksonville, or there would not have been a Divine Divas of Jacksonville. Either one of them teams would not have existed had it not been for me being the very first person. Mind y'all, Bring It had already aired for about 2 or 3 seasons when I brought J Heat to Jacksonville. Then people knew nothing about Majorette whatsoever other than what they saw. So don't ever discredit my work. Y'all would not even know about proper tight attires, or would not know about proper uniformity if it had not been for me. Don't ever discredit me. Don't do that. Don't, because I still have the videos. Don't do that. People, sometimes I feel like they get big-headed. And let's be crystal clear. If we want to be honest, y'all had to I didn't bring in coaches when I had J.E. in Jacksonville. I did not. I already had the fundamentals and the foundation because I was already on dance teams. I was already on step teams. I was already on color guards. So I already knew about a lot of the fundamentals and the foundation. It's not hard to make up an 8 count. And then she made a comment, the coach made a comment, the parent made a comment and said, well, you were sending the girls home to have them watch Southern University. Yes, I was. Because they did not understand what I was teaching them. Yes, it is true, Sparkle. They was not understanding what I was teaching them. So I had to tell them, okay, I'm telling you, Mama, they don't want to bring up South High School. They don't want to talk about that. What's not true, Sparkle? What's not true? Everything I'm saying is true. What's not true? So what? So y'all was on the team, and what was y'all doing at practice? So Sparkle's saying I didn't train them. Sparkle's saying I didn't train them. So what was they doing at practice? Who was teaching them counts at practice? Was she on the team? Was she on the team? It doesn't matter. Her daughter was a mini. Was she not on the team? Did she not represent J Heat colors? Did she not have J Heat paraphernalia on? Did she not have J Heat paraphernalia on? It doesn't matter if it was 3 months or not. I'm not going to get into it, Mama. I'm not going to get into the band. I'm not. like I said, I'm coming up here to tell my side. There would be no Divine Diamonds of Jacksonville. There would be no Divine Diamonds of Jacksonville. There would not be any Diamonds of Jacksonville had it not been for J Heat Dancerettes. And that's the bottom line. If that was the case, then they would have had training before they came to me. Not near none of them girls that was on that team. Not near one of them girls that was on that team. It's all I'm saying. I know we don't have to go back to the videos. I know we don't have to go back to the training videos. It doesn't matter. 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, there was still training taking place. And had me and her mother not gotten into it about what my direction was, she would have still been on the team. Let us not remind, y'all begged me to let her dance at the performance. Y'all know my answer was no. My answer was no. And it was staying no. Y'all was the ones that came to me and said, okay, I'm not going to go back and forth with the debacle. I really know. Yeah, I'm not going to go back and forth with the debacle. Not going to go back and forth with the debacle. Because I still have the videos on my page. I still have the videos on my page. I see, and I don't like, see, and of course, Sparkle, me and her are having a disagreement because Sparkle is coaching, is one of her coaches now. See, let's give y'all history. Sparkle and Asia, after Sparkle left my team, Sparkle went and started Divine Team. Sparkle didn't go over to Diamonds of Jacksonville. Sparkle started her own team. When Sparkle started her own team and Sparkle had the train team, Sparkle and Asia was going at it. Pull the videos and let's go to Jazz was the first one that brought South High School their trophies in over 15 years. Mama, they don't want to have that conversation. It wasn't because of me. It wasn't because of me, Sparkle. Y'all didn't have drama because of me. Like, see, that's where we're not gonna do the lies. We're not gonna do the lies now. We're not gonna do the lies. We're not gonna do the lies. The drama that y'all had, all the beef, the girls calling each other, talking mess, going back and forth, that had nothing to do with me. I was long gone when all that mess was going on. When all that mess was going on, I left Jacksonville right after the parade. I left Jacksonville. Jazz, just don't go into this with her because I remember Sparkle was still kissing your ass many years after the fact. So like I said, I'm going to move on. So like I said, my thing is this. My whole purpose of making this video is, like I said, people are so quick to forget. I don't care if your child was trained by me 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or a year. My relevance still remains. My foundation and my form still remains. I have video footage of me actually being outside training the girls, how to prance, how to do everything. Again, I'm not taking anything away from what they look like now, because that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for. But again, my whole issue is with don't try to discredit anything. I know what happened. I was there. I was coaching. No, it was not for long. I never said it was for long. Things started going down a spiral. And that's why I said, you know what? It's a done deal. It's a done deal. We had started a team in June of 2016. They were moved into a studio that I was paying for $750. I was paying for 3 months after. So matter of fact, it wasn't 3 months after. It was actually 2 months after, because when her child was still on my team, we were in the new building. It was right on Onslow Drive. Didn't nobody fork up that money? The money that they was paying for tuition wasn't covering that. I was still working at that time. I still had my own rent. I can't steal something that belongs to me, Sparkle. The tuition money belonged to me. The tuition money belongs to me. I can't steal something that belongs to me. I can't steal nothing that belongs. Tuition money belongs to me. The uniform money, y'all had quit. They have to have it. And that's why I said I'm gonna again, I don't know about any uniform money being stole because if y'all look at the pictures and the videos in the parade, those uniforms that they got that they ordered off at Algae Girl, they got those. What uniform didn't you get, Sparkle? What uniform? Because the uniforms y'all had in the parade, those are uniforms that y'all ordered. The red and gold ones, y'all ordered those. Y'all got those. I was even in a uniform that I didn't even get off of that. So what uniform? What other uniform y'all talk about? Y'all got y'all uniforms. Y'all had red and gold uniforms. I got the pictures. Y'all only got one uniform. So what uniforms did I steal? What uniform money did I steal? I still got the pictures from that. No, it wasn't after that, Sparkle, because I left and went to Denver in December of 2016 and I did not come back. That's why y'all were upset because I just left and I didn't tell y'all anything. And that's why you went, that's when you went and started your own team. I know exactly what happened. After the parade that me, our team, J Heat and Diamonds and Jacks was in, I left to Denver and I was supposed to visit and I ended up moving. And y'all were upset and angry because I just left y'all. It was still after the fact. I still left in December. I still left in December. No, y'all didn't give me money after that. Y'all gave me tuition. Y'all gave me tuition, but you didn't give me no uniform money. Y'all had got y'all uniforms. Y'all uniforms was bought. What did y'all wear in the parade? But what did y'all wear in the parade? And I didn't leave to go to Denver until 2 weeks into December. Y'all paid tuition, which y'all were supposed to pay for. Y'all were pissed about the tuition payment that y'all had paid. So, like I said, I have the pictures. I don't never delete anything. I don't never delete anything. But there was no uniform money that was stolen. Y'all only got one set of uniforms. And y'all got those uniforms because that's what y'all were wearing in the Christmas parade in November. Because I marched with y'all. No one knew that I was leaving. I was going to visit my mother in Denver for the holidays. And it's just so happened I ended up staying longer. But I'm not going to go back. Like I said what I said. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth about any money. Because like I said, at the end of the day, this is just now resurfacing. I really don't know why this is even being brought up because it's really irrelevant. It's really relevant. Like I said, their team is doing amazing. I wish them nothing but the best. They're being trained by the best. It's about the kids at the end of the day. It's still about the kids about the end of the day. It's still about the kids at the end of the day. All I know is, first of all, my daughter's elegance came from J Heat, straight from Dress. Thank you, Kim. There was no, Kim. I'm trying to understand. You the Captain's mom, and you left and moved to Dallas. Let's talk about it. Kim was my Captain's mom. She left and moved to Dallas on me. She left and moved to Dallas. She left and moved to Dallas, my own Captain's mom. And she would tell you what the training was like. Kim, you were there. You were there for 4 years. And I was begging to get your daughter ever since I moved to Denver. Let's talk about it. Now let's put the stuff out there. Her daughter came from another team. And they did not teach her what I taught her. Let's talk about it. So again, don't discredit my work. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to discredit my work. I never said none of them kids on her team belonged to J Heat. I never said that. I said, do not forget where y'all came from. That's the only thing I said. I didn't say, Sparkle, what are you talking about taking credit? I never took any credit. I never took anything from those girls. What are y'all talking about? Your coach made a post and I'm responding to the post that she made. Your coach made a post and I said, okay, and I sent her a message inbox. So when I called you to have a conversation, you picked up the phone and was laughing, and then Asia was in the background talking her whatever she was talking. It does not, girl. We're not gonna go back and forth with it. We're not gonna go back and forth with it, child. Her daughter was 6, and all of a sudden her daughter don't remember me when she was 6, and now she's 16, but she's still doing Majorette from when she learned at 6. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like let's not play stupid. See, I don't care about it because I have the time today. Let's not be stupid. Let's not be dumb. You're telling me that her daughter don't remember me as a coach as much as she was screaming? Sparkle, you were standing right there in front of the hotel at 9 o'clock at night getting ready for the performance. So you're telling me her daughter don't remember her screaming at the top of her lungs at 6 years old, and her daughter don't remember being trained? Are you kidding me? Y'all is really, really delusional. Y'all are really delusional. Y'all are so delusional. And see, that's why I don't have respect for people, because that's coming from Asia. That's coming from their coach. That's coming from their coach. Asia don't know how to throw an 8 count to save her life. Girl, bye. Anyway, like I said, there would be no Diamonds of Jacksonville. There would be no Divine Divas without J Heat. And that's all I said. And I'm sticking to it. That is where they came from. That is where their daughter started. That's where their daughter started. So whether the child was sick, and it's amazing, Minis don't remember Majorette. They don't remember Majorette. They don't remember. So now we being funny. So now we're saying Jazz can't dance. So now I can't dance. This is comical to me, y'all. Now I can't dance. But y'all was on a team that y'all said that I couldn't dance. Make it make sense. But hold on, because I can definitely play a video. One moment, please. Because one thing about it, I have the receipts. See, the thing about it is, what y'all don't know is I keep the receipts and I don't mind pulling them. So give me 1 second. Since I can't dance, let me pull some 8 counts. Let me pull some 8 counts. One moment, please, because I have the video right here. Let me go ahead and airdrop this. One moment. Because Kim, you know where I'm going with this. So let me pull the 8 count. Let me pull some parade counts since I don't know how to dance. Let me pull some parade counts and let me go ahead and push it down so where Kim, you know where I'm going. Because I keep all nasty receipts. Y'all know I keep one, right? One moment, please. One moment, please. We're gonna show y'all me not knowing how to count, not know how to throw counts when I'm in front of my girls and my girls follow suit. So let's go, my girls, the J Heat Dance, the elite team of J Heat Dancerettes of Denver, Colorado. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Do we need to go there? Let's go. You got them too, Kim? Yeah. Let's go. We can definitely take it there. We can definitely go there because I don't mind showing a nasty receipt. Because unlike some others, we train over at J Heat, and they're trained on class and dignity. You got some old videos too, JHP? Look at my JHPs up here. I don't have to prove anything. Y'all, please. The proof is in the pudding. Amber, I didn't know how to dance, Amber, ZZ was on my team. Kim, ZZ was on my team for how many years? For the whole time I had a team. And y'all telling me y'all had y'all children a part of a team that I did not know how to dance. Is that what we talking about? That's what we talking about. Is that what we talking about? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and put the proof in the pudding. Let's go ahead and put the proof. Baby was too. I taught a white girl how to do Majorette. Come on, make it make sense. Come on, make it make sense. I didn't ever say you didn't, Sparkle. I didn't ever said that. So why are you even making it about you? Because I never said you didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. It's not about you. It's not about you. Asia didn't make up no counts. No, she did not. Let me play. Look, girl. Every single parade. Hold on. Let me go ahead and do my presenting. One moment, please. Because what we not gonna do, we not gonna discredit. What we not gonna do is discredit me. That's what we not gonna do, baby. We not gonna do that. 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 Anytime, any place, anywhere. Let me skip through this. Now I'm in the pink hair. Y'all gonna see me in the pink hair. I'm gonna move out the way. Y'all gonna see me in the pink hair. Now let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now watch this. Now watch this. I done passed somebody. Now watch this. They don't play with her. You don't play with her. I'm in the place right there. Y'all see me. Say what? Say what? Go to count. Stop. Say what you say? Say what? 5, 6, 7, 8, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. What are you saying? What are you saying? Let's not go there. Let's not go to there. Let's not go to there. 1, 5, 9. Say what? Over there. 5, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 5, and 5, and 5, 6. Woo! What are you saying? What is you saying?
Let's go, Jay. Yeah.
Say what? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's all I'm saying. What you say? I wish I had it. I wish I had to walk through from the Juneteenth comp. I wish I had it, Cordell. That's why I said, I keep on nasty receipt. I keep on nasty receipt, baby. What you not gonna do is play me. What you not gonna do is play with me. They had to start from some. Everybody, even as the girls were learning, I was learning. As a coach, even as I'm teaching them, I'm implementing. Okay, this is a cute idea. That's how you teach. That's how you do things. What is you saying? Don't ever discredit me. Don't ever discredit me. Niggas to this day say if I still had J Heat in Denver, baby, J Heat would be unstoppable because they was already at that level. Don't ever play in my face. That's what you're not gonna do. I do this truly for the babies. I train them girls because it gives me joy to see them at another level. That's why I had J Heat. I didn't start J Heat off of no drama. I didn't start J Heat off of no bullshit. I didn't start J Heat because I was mad at a coach. I started J Heat because I seen my city needed something fresh, something for their young girls to be proud of. That's why I started J Heat Jackson. J Heat came from Jacksonville Heat, Dancerettes. We just took the Jacksonville out and put J Heat. That's what happened. Anytime we stepped out, they was yelling a chant. Every time we stepped out, it was J Heat, boom. So what we not gonna do is sit here and take that away from me. We're not gonna do that. I can start a J Heat. I love, thank you, babe. Thank you, Jamie. I can start a J Heat Dancerettes in Atlanta, Georgia right now and trust and motherfucking believe. Baby, they will be trained not only by me, but trained by the best. By the best. And see, this right here get me wanting to. This right here be getting me want me to get me out. See, I've been laying low. I haven't had my dance team since 2021. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it messed up or misconstrued. I can nothing but pull out a flyer and go ahead and bring out a team out of retirement. One thing, and it would not take me no year to train them. That's what you got to know. That's what you have to know. The difference between me and that coach is I started that dance team on a good foundation. For them to give them young babies something. I don't give a fuck if the child was 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. That child was still trained and still was given the fundamentals and still was giving a foundation of what Majorette is. And if it wasn't, then why didn't that child learn Majorette prior to coming to my team? They had to be taught by somebody. They had to learn 8 counts from somebody. They had to learn 16 counts by somebody. They had to learn a routine by somebody. So if it was not me, then who was it? I'm good. I'm good. And I think this just gives me a little bit more because I can still move. One thing about it, it don't take me much to get back into my mode. So I think, and on a whole team level, paying tuition, a person in uniform saying that the coach can't dance. So y'all were on the team that y'all said I was stealing my own tuition for training your child. You was paying tuition for my training. You was getting uniforms to be able to wear the uniforms for my training, but I can't dance. Like, it's got to make sense. And it's not making sense. Y'all just saw the proof in the pudding. If that were the case, you should have. If that were the case, you should have been glad to give your money to get rid of her, but you were upset and then you are upset now. Exactly. What you say, Marcel? Girl, how to coach steal tuition? Laugh my ass off. Help me figure it out. And that's what I wanted to know. Because let's be crystal clear, y'all. They tuition wasn't nothing but $75. It wasn't nothing but $75. I started Jahi because I love the love I have for Majorette. There was a passion for it. And I felt like there was a need in my city to start something for these young girls because them young girls did not have anything that they were doing. That's why I started that dance team. I put the flyers out. What'd you say, mama? And I came out in a whole freaking dress and did the damn thing. Don't ever discredit me. Don't ever discredit me. I could bring Jahi Dancerettes out right now, and guess what? They would still have the same foundation, the same fundamental, the same type of training. They will be elevated to another level. I have too many connections out here in Atlanta. Do not, I'm telling you, Marcel. I will get Marcel on my coaching staff. We can definitely go there. Marcel, do I need to go out and get Jahi and bring them out of retirement? Tell me. Marcel. Do I need to go ahead and mix that doggone Georgia flavor with that Montgomery, Alabama flavor? Say the word and we can do that. And I would go right to a competition that doggone Diamonds in Jacksonville is, and we would go and whoop that ass on the floor. Because one thing about it, I ain't never been scared of no competition. That's what you got to know. I ain't never been scared. Okay, Jason, I ain't never been scared of no competition. You're mad because I told the truth. I'm not angry. Y'all was clearing the air, so I took it upon myself to get on my podcast and clear the air as well. That's what I did. Jason, check your inbox. I said that they're doing an amazing job, and that was not malicious. That was not even being shady. They have came a long way. You can see the training that they have hired those coaches and choreographers. It's work for them. But don't you ever get it in your head and don't ever get it twisted that, baby, you was not You was what? Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, real talk. This is giving me a fire that I'm low key, really, really considering. I'm gonna pray about it, but I just very well might go ahead and bring J Heat back out. I very well just to prove that we still reign superior, and that we still gonna be trained by the best, and we gonna have the best on that floor. I'm very much considering bringing out J Heat Dancerettes. I'm considering it hard. Cause one thing about these Georgia girls, especially the ones that's out here in the suburbs, oh baby, they be ready. They be ready. And I know it's nothing to prove, mama, but you know, this makes me miss, you know, training the girls. This makes me miss, you know, like, but it's just a thought. If it happens, it's gonna happen. And one thing about it, them babies is gonna be the absolute best. The absolute best. The absolute best. You never said you weren't proud of them. Now you never said they looked amazing. Now that takes growth, 10 years to grow. I'm telling you. I don't care about all that other extra stuff that she's talking about. Only thing I said was y'all are to give honor what honor is due. You never said that we got our start. That's how you was being messy as fuck. That's because that post was messy, just like she's always been messy. If you wasn't being messy, you should have said, let me be clear. We did get our start from J Heat Dancerettes. My child was a part of that team. We did end up leaving and starting our own team, and my child has blossomed, but we did get our foundation from that team. I would have respected that. And I would have been like, you know what? All right, thank you, period. Because that's the only thing I said on the comment. And was together. You hear me, Latasha? Together. That's it. So it's mighty funny after 10 years, you still cannot even admit the fact that you and your child was paying tuition on a team that you were trained by. I'm sorry, baby, but I would not be paying no tuition if I didn't see the fruits of my child's labor. Because none of them kids could dance. None of them kids before coming to J Heat had any type of inkling what they were doing. They didn't know nothing about prancing. They didn't know nothing about they didn't know nothing about Majorette whatsoever. They did not have the training. So did they just learn it out of their ass? No, they didn't. They had to be taught. They had to be taught. And who else taught them but the coach? They wasn't paying the captain to teach them nothing. They were paying me. They was paying the coach and the director. But we not quick to forget that it was also told that her daughter started, her young teenage daughter started teaching. Not that it's a problem, but your daughter started teaching the girls counts. Well, how was she going to how is she going to get that training? She had to learn from somebody. Jason, she was a parent on my team. Me and her had a disagreement, and she did not like my directions. So me and her got into an argument. And because the argument got so heated, I told her daughter was no longer a part of J Heat that night. When I said that, her daughter heard it, and her daughter started screaming to the top of her lungs, Mommy, no, I want to be on J Heat. So you're telling me your 6-year-old daughter does not remember screaming to the top of her lungs that she wanted to be a part of J Heat? And everybody else knows that's what happened? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Let's not play stupid. Let's not do that. I stole uniform money. Where? Who? Where is that? Okay. Okay. So like I said, this thing, Oh wow, she don't have nothing to talk about but pay that fee and sit outside and wait till you done. And see, the thing about it was, this is I distinctly remember the issue too. They were upset that I was putting more focus on the junior babies and the senior babies. Her daughter was a mini baby. And so they felt as though that I was not giving as much attention to the minis that I was giving to the junior and the senior girls, which was partially true. And I'm going to say why it was true, because the few minis, because it wasn't a lot of minis, the few minis that did come, including her daughter, they were always goofing off and always playing. So a lot of the attention that I was training was given to the bigger girls. So when they saw we were in our own building, they were outside, and they said to me, Coach, we got a little routine that we want to teach the mini girls. And I said, okay. I said, well, y'all teach it to them. I said, and let me see it. And after I see it, I'll let y'all know yay or nay. I didn't have a problem with them. I mean, parents do that all the time. I didn't have a mini coach. So I said, okay, if y'all want to step in and be like, okay, that's when the stuff started turning to left. I said, okay, well, y'all want to go ahead and teach the mini girls? That's fine. I said, let me see it. Cool. So Sparkle and the other parent went, and I don't know what the other parent did because I went out there. I know Sparkle was a dancer. I know Sparkle knew how to do counts. Well, I knew she knew how to dance. Not Majorette, but I knew she knew how to dance. So I said, okay, cool. So they were outside practicing. I think it was like 2 or 3 practices. And then they were like, I think at the third practice, it was like, Coach, come and see what we done did. So I said, okay. So I had my speaker in my hand and I played the song that we was doing, and they showed me. And I was like, okay, that's cute. I said, okay. I said, well, this is what I feel like I should do. I said, I think I should do X, Y, and Z. Still directing, still coaching, still training. I said, well, I think y'all should do this, move her. Still training. Because I have an eye for what looks good. Still doing my duties as a coach. If you did not trust me enough to say, Coach, can we make up something and you come and check it out and see if you like it, then how the hell don't I know how to dance? Make it make sense. If y'all really felt like I was not a dancer or I could not dance like y'all say, then therefore, why did y'all ask me for clearance? Okay. So we don't want to have that conversation, but it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. Like I said, their team is phenomenal. The girls look amazing. They've gotten trained by some of the greats in our Majorette community. The girls look phenomenal. They look amazing. I'm not taking that away from them at all. None of them girls, except for 2, was on my team. And the baby girl wasn't even on the team. She was a baby J-Heat. She wasn't even official on the team. It was her other daughter, Essence. And London was on my team. Essence was a junior and London was a mini. Wait, she was a dancer back then, but speaking about tuition uniforms, what adult in her? So no, Tanya, it was the actual coach. It was the coach that's over at Diamonds Jacksonville now, the adult. She's the one that was speaking about tuition and uniforms, not the child. So like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I really don't have a point to prove, but I felt like that was very disrespectful that you would think to say and make a post the way you did and act like my efforts was not appreciated or my efforts was going in vain. So you basically just completely discredited me like you didn't have nothing to do with nothing. One of the first go-tos from angry, bitter parents is that a director is stealing money. And I'm only a parent going on our 5th season with our team and assisted with a lot of the behind-the-scenes administrations. And I know for a fact directors and coaches come out of pocket and rarely, if ever, have money going in their pocket. Is all I'm saying. And I told y'all, Teresa, I'm being honest with y'all. When I got that building, it was because it was getting cold. They were okay with practicing outside in the summer because it was training them, it was giving them, it was conditioning them. They were having to do conditioning, everything. But when it started getting cooler, I said, okay, we have to get into a building because we're not going to be able to practice outside in the wintertime. So I said, okay, let me find a building. I found a storefront on Onslow Drive in Jacksonville. The tuition that those girls was paying me did not even cover 50% of the rent. Mind you, their rent was $750. It was $750. Their tuition was $75. Their tuition wasn't covering everything. The rent, utilities, it wasn't covering all of that. So me working at the call center, a lot of times I would have to come out my household to make sure that I paid for things that was needed in the building. Banners, they didn't pay for. There was food that when we fundraise, I would use a percentage of the money that was raised to go and feed them. That's not their money. It belongs to the organization. That's what the people fail to realize. Tuition payments is just what it is. If I do get a pay out of tuition, cool. But a lot of times, as long as the bill, the overhead expenses was paid, I was okay not taking a cut. As long as the tuition covered my overhead expenses to where I didn't have to take out of my pocket, out of my personal account, my personal bank account to cover expenses, I was okay. This was my first captain's mom. My very first captain's mom was J Heat in Denver. That's because you live for it, you enjoy it, you love it, and you love the girls. And I love them girls to this day. Them babies could call me right now, Coach Jazz. And if I could be there, I will be. If I could, my mama used to get mad. Why in the hell is you spending money out your own pocket for this? Because I had a passion for it. I had a passion for it. Yes, I would get excited if I got a little bit of change on the side, that came out of all the bills being taken care of because I got more girls. The girls are the pay. But it never got to the point where I would say, that's like me. If I'm stealing tuition from my business and stealing money from my business, don't you think that that's going to look crazy when it's time to doggone produce? Like, make it make sense. Why would I steal from my own organization? I'm not saying people has not done it, but Lady Jazz definitely has not, especially if I'm working. Why do I need to steal anything when I'm working? Like, make it make sense. But we wasn't talking about all the times that I had to go pick up the kids and the parents wasn't giving me no gas money. The parents wasn't paying my car note. The parents was not doggone paying my doggone insurance. The parents was not paying for the maintenance and my oil changes and the stuff they wasn't paying that. But y'all so quick to say that I did what? I wish I would steal from my organization. Gloria, you was there. Amber was there. Kim was there. When that one parent in Denver stole that $1,000 from our organization from that chocolate money, what did Coach Jazz do? She took that parent to court. That parent had exhibit A through Z, and I had 3 pieces of paper, and I won the case. Because I took her to court for stealing from my organization. Let's not forget. Yes, she stole $1,000 worth of World's Finest chocolate that we was raising money for tuition, not tuition, for uniforms and for other things that we needed for the dance team. Went to court and won the case. She had to go right to the bank, to the ATM, and get my coin out and put it in my hand in a money order. So if I'm going to take a parent to court from stealing from me, what the hell makes you think that I'm going to steal from my... If I'm stealing from them, I'm stealing from me in the end result. Like, make it make sense. Y'all so stupid. But y'all so quick to sit here and try to throw up, oh, you were stealing. Stealing what? And where is the receipts? Because everything that they pay for, they receive the receipt out of the receipt book. Yes, ma'am. My mama's always taught me to call receipts, told me to get a receipt book and have everything itemized. What did you pay for tuition? What did you pay for uniforms? What I was even giving parents receipts for buying bottles of water. So in case you wanted to use that, that's a business person. In case you wanted to use that dummy for a tax write-off, you got the receipts to say you paid me for cases of bottled water. So you ain't gonna never catch nobody saying Lady Jazz stole a damn thing from her own team. But I get emotional about it because I love Majorette. I love seeing girls do something positive. I love doing I was doing y'all kids' makeup. Let's keep it a buck. I'm a whole freaking drag queen. I do drag. I'm a whole transgender woman, but I'll be damn if I'm gonna see my girls walk up there not looking appropriate. I'm using my own products to paint my girls. None of the parents was giving me a dime on the makeup. I'm using my products, my lashes, to do your child's face to make sure your child feels and looks pretty when she walks out there on that floor to perform her best. Let's talk about it. Parents, y'all got it fucked up. Truly. Y'all know I get passionate about it. Y'all know I get passionate about it. Y'all know I get passionate about it, but don't, like I keep saying, don't ever discredit me. Don't ever discredit me. Don't do that, because I'm going to come behind 100%, and I'm going to stand on everything I say. Don't ever discredit me. You give honor where honor is due, and you give it right. That's how you know that you're an adult. That's how you know that you've grown up. That's how you know you're not in that same small-minded mindset. When you can sit there and say, Coach, you did coach my girl. You did. We may have not been there long, but the time we was there, my child learned things from you. That's appreciation. My child learned things from you. My child knows of Majorette because of you. She appreciates Majorette because you introduced Majorette to her at a young age. Talk about the real talk about it. We would not even be knowing about Majorette had it not been for Jay Heath. So give the honor where it's due. And if you don't, that's cool, because I will honor my motherfucking self. Because I know the real deal. And I know what the fuck I did. I know what the fuck I brought. Them babies' first uniforms look like they asses was dancing for fucking years. Why? Because I got them off of a professional website. They pay professional price for it. Let's be crystal clear. Some of y'all parents didn't even have all the money to pay your child's uniforms when it was time to pay for it. So I went in my bag, paid for your child's uniform, and you had to pay me back. Now let's really talk about it. I went in my own money for a child that's not even fucking mine. But because of love that I have for your child, I did what was necessary as a fucking coach. To say, you know what? Ain't no child gonna be left out. I'ma pay for it and you pay me back. Just so we are clear. Since we're clearing the air, let's clear the whole fucking air. There are the parents that will always be rock stars, rock on Gold, rock on Kim, and then there will be parents that have to be addressed, unfortunately, because they are those that lower them moral and cause confusion. Don't let nobody even work you up like that when you know you was doing right. People gonna always talk. It's just, like I said, it bothered me because, I know what I went through. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've dealt with some sorry ass parents. I mean, I'm telling y'all, from Jacksonville to Denver, Lady Jazz, Coach Jazz has had her fair share of sorry, no good parents. I could tell y'all some shit about some of the parents that I've encountered. But it's not about them. It was about them girls and making a difference in their fucking life. It was about how they were treated at practice, no matter what the fuck they was going through at home. My job as a director and as a coach and a mentor is to make sure that when they're at my practice for 2 to 3 hours, that they have the proper training, they have the best time of their fucking lives, and they're getting everything they can out of me to be able to doggone not even think about what the fuck is going on at home. That is my job as a director. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. I don't know what y'all doing. My job is to sit there and pick up the pieces for lack there of parents that can't do a fucking thing for their children. That's my goddamn job. Y'all know how many times I didn't receive my tuition or didn't receive it on time? But we supposed to forget about that. Because I can guarantee y'all, all the parents in Jacksonville did not pay their tuition on the first when it was motherfucking due. Now let's talk about it. Since y'all want to talk about some shit, then none of the parents always have their money on the first. I can't count not one parent that had their money always on the fucking first. Let's talk about it. Yeah, Glow, you had, no, I said Jacksonville. No, Glow, you had your tuition and then some on the first. Glow said me. Yes, I never were. There was several, there was a lot. Now, see, that's what I said. It was a difference between Jacksonville and Denver. Denver took it a little bit more seriously. And I can say that about the Denver parents. Yeah, we had some stragglers. And I had to hit them with a late fee here and there. But for the most part, the Denver parents, for the most part, not all, but for the most part, most of my parents, 95% of my parents did what they were supposed to do because they seen how well trained their babies were. I'm not going to spend my money somewhere where I don't see the fruits of my child's labor. And guess what? I still wish them the best, and I thank you.
T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, and A stands for bringing awareness, and that's exactly what we are doing. Somebody put me in B flat because I feel like I'm about to go there.